Hi there, another vinyl update. This time I'm going to be showing records that I've played, that I've listened to, and there's a whole stack of records that I still need to listen to. So I'm not going to be showing those. Um, I got like 5 CDs and a bunch of records, and yeah, they're mixed bag. They're both Goodwill and record store and online buys. So I'm going to be showing just everything that I've listened to. This is the first record I'm showing. It's the Charlatans Wunderland. It's from 2001. It's not quite the sound that they had on their debut, Some Friendly, from 1990. This release from 2001 is kind of different. It gives me more a feel of Super Furry Animals' later work, where they were using beautiful harmonies and great pop songs with electronic and samples and beats and whatever, and it works. This is really, really nice. If you ever see this, Wonderland by the Charlatans, pick it up. Great Britpop group. Then we got this one. This is the Continental by Boytronic, and this is a very special CD. Why? Because it's rare. It's very, very rare. I picked it up at a Goodwill for €1.50, and because it looked very cool. It looked 80s. The name has this electronic synth pops vibe to it, and that's what it is. It's German electronic pop music from the mid-80s. It came out in 1985 on Mercury Records. Just going to show you this CD. And it sort of mixes Depeche Mode, Alphaville, and some Italo disco sounds. And well, there's 10 tracks on here, and I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I hoped I would like it. It's sort of, pretty standard, actually. But this, like I said, is a very rare CD. This CD version on Mercury has sold on Discogs for €90. On eBay currently, 3 people are selling it. One does an auction starting at €55, and 2 others have a buy it now option between 60 and €80. They're asking for it. I'll sell it, most definitely. I will not keep this. This is good, but no CD for me is worth so much money. If I can get a good amount of money for it, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not saying I will probably get €90 for it. I don't think so. And when I auction it up, I don't start with crazy prices like €50. But chances are, if I sell it, it'll go for some serious money. So that's Boytronic, the Continental. If you see it, pick it up. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, sell it, because it's worth a lot of money. Then we got R.L. Burnside, A Ass Bucket of Whiskey. This is blues. It's on Matador, as you can see right there. I've said it before, I'm not a big blues fan, but I like this a lot. This probably because the John Spencer Blues Explosion sort of, are on here. The complete band are on here. They help him out, and you hear it. You hear the John Spencer Blues Explosion sound, the much rawer, sort of fresher as well, but just filthy sounds of John Spencer Blues Explosion are on here. Mixed with traditional blues guitar, and just, it's at times, for me, it's at times very hilarious. Not even the lyrical side of the music, but more the interaction between John Spencer and R.L. Burnside. It's kind of hilarious when they have these dialogues. It's funny. I like this. This is the kind of blues that I do like, and I'm glad I picked it up. This I didn't quite like as much. This is Tin Machine, the debut album of David Bowie's side project on EMI, I believe. Rather standard rock music. I don't know why he did this. I know he came from his poppy albums like Let's Dance and Tonight, and I don't know which albums he did after that, but very poppy sound. That's where he came from, and then he wanted to rock out, but he did this, and it's just not good. I don't get it. There's a song on here called Pretty Thing, in which he basically rips off the Pixies. Why? Come on, there's a, not a special cover of Working Class Hero by John Lennon. Again, why? Musically it ain't bad. It's not catchy. There's no great hooks. I just don't like this. So, Tin Machine. I'll probably try the second one if I see it for, Goodwill prices, because these are all Goodwill. But, I definitely don't need this on vinyl. It's not my cup of tea. Then we got Prince Paul, Prince Among Thieves. This is a hip-hop album by the producer of De La Soul, and he was in Stetsasonic as well. So he has a background in classic hip-hop. This is from 1999. It's on Tommy Boy, and it's 35 tracks of both hip-hop tracks and skits and a story, because that's what it is. This is one story of a hip-hop artist who's on the rise. He needs to have money to put together his demo tape so he can get a record deal. He gets involved with some, bad friends, gets into crime, goes into drug dealing, and basically it's sort of a musical story that unfolds, and great rappers are working on this. De La Soul, Everlast, Exhibit, Big Daddy Kane, Bismarcky, RZA. This is, rap music wise, this is really good. Just the skits, it's like too many. It's like I said, it's 35 tracks, and that's way too many. So I like it. The music I like a lot. Overall, it's kind of okay. So those were the CDs. Now let's show the vinyl. Excuse me. This is Bread, Guitar Man. This is German copy on Elektra. Comes with the original inner sleeve. And this is the third album, I believe, by Bread. And I like it. It's soft rock, soft pop, whatever you want to call it. It's good. It's not as good as some of their other albums. I mean, I don't really care for the song Guitar Man, but yeah, it's kind of soft rock that I like. It's in textured sleeve. It's a nice pressing. So I'm pretty happy with that. Then we got Captain Sensible, Power of Love. Captain Sensible is better known as a member of The Damned, and he normally looks like this. When he's in The Damned, I don't know why he had to dress up like that. Maybe show that this is a classy album. Comes with the inner sleeve. This is not as good as his debut album, which I forgot the name of, but it's got the song What, and I think Happy Talk is on that. This has no songs that were hits. This is just a a pretty decent pop album from 1983. You know, if you like 80s pop, give this a shot. You know, if you don't like 80s pop, stay the hell away from this. Then the next album, I'm gonna show it like that. This is the Brothers Johnson with Blam, and it's one of those. There's the title. It's one of those beautiful, big, fold-out sleeves. This is funk music, and a little disco and soul, all thrown together on this record. It's from 1978. I had the chance to buy another Brothers Johnson album, but I didn't. I doubt it's still at the Goodwill where I picked this up, but you know, if I see it, I'll still pick it up because I like this. The funky moments are really good. The disco moments, not so. Not a big fan of disco. But overall, this is a good album. Glad I picked it up. This one, I already have a copy, and in the past I picked up several copies of this. Been giving them away to final community members. This is Song of the Marching Children by Earth and Fire. Dutch Prog. I believe this is from 72 or 73. It's got a beautiful, beautiful inner sleeve or gatefold. It's on Polydor, and this will go to another vinyl community member. And I'm not going to say who. I wanted to say who, but I'll be contacting the person. It's someone that I kind of promised to send some Dutch music to, so, and it's about time I should. It's been a long time. Final community member, and I've never ever sent anything to him. So, cool record, and I'll probably ask if he already has this one as well. This is In and Out of Focus by Focus. This is the US copy. It's still in the shrink. It's got the promo sticker there. But like I said, this is the US copy on Sire Records. It's different from the Dutch one. The Dutch one has two songs that are not on this record. This record has a song on it that is not on the Dutch one. At least I think it's not on the Dutch one. There's a vocal version of the song Focus. And on the Dutch one, there's only the instrumental version. So, but like I said, I have the Dutch one. There's two extra tracks that are not on here. I'll keep the Dutch one and maybe get rid of this. Just picking these up. These are in really, really good shape. So those are possible trade or VCLT records. I'll see who I'll send them to. Continuing with some Goodwill finds. This is Von Clement. If you can read the name. It's on BASF. I'll show the label there. This is a Dutch artist, singer-songwriter. I think the album is from 1974. There's a nice picture of the Dutch shoreline, you know, beach. Some pictures on here. It's pretty much, or it reminds me pretty much of the Brad record I just showed. It's got that same soft rock tendency that Brad has, and but it's by a Dutch artist. He sings in English, and I like it. It's fun. I expected it to be a little more folky or progressive folk, but it's not. The BASF label, you know, early 70s work by them is progressive. It's experimental, crowd rock, fusion, free jazz, whatever. That's what they were doing, but they, in the mid-70s, started to do records like this, more poppy, more mainstream. And this is really, really nice. Great record. Also picked up Ravi Shankar. It's called Raga Parameshwari. Title is there, if you can see it. It's basically traditional Indian classical music. Ravi Shankar, if you don't know him, he's the guy who sort of um, made the Beatles realize that the sitar is a really nice instrument, and it is. Psychedelic music. It's on the original British Melodisc label. Um, but this has been psychedelic music since since it was started, since this music started. I know Ravi Shankar already recorded this type of music in the 50s. This is a 1970 copy of this record. It's a pretty okay shape. Had to glue the sleeve. The sleeve was kind of destroyed, but you don't see Ravi Shankar records that often, so pick this up. The next two are records I picked up at a record store who has decided to broaden their secondhand vinyl. Gladly they did. Not that the records are really, really amazing, but I found some really nice stuff there. Like this one. This is Nippon Jin by the Far East Family Band. This is Japanese progressive psychedelic music from 1975. It's an original copy on Spaceship Vertigo. It's a German copy, but an original. Let's get the record back in there. Come on. It comes with a insert. With the lyrics, and it's a really, really good record. This is just, I knew the Far East Family Band from other stuff that I've heard. This is my first record by them, and this is killer. This is just so good. If you don't know this record and you see it, it's been reissued by Phoenix, I believe. Pick it up. It's really, really good. Great Japanese psychedelic progressive music. This is Colin Newman, A to Z. Colin Newman's debut album from 1980 on Beggar's Banquet. Colin Newman, you probably know him. This is the inner sleeve. You probably know him from Wire. It's on Beggar's Banquet. And if you like Wire, I'm sure you're going to like this because it sounds very, very similar to what Wire were doing. Just post-punk, punk, I don't know what you would call it, but they were way ahead of their time. And this is just another example of how good Wire and Colin Newman and the other guys in Wire were. Just awesome post-punk experimental music. Really, really great stuff. So glad I picked this up. This was the only record of the early to late 80s that I missed. Now I only need 2 more records by him, and I've got a complete discography. It's awesome stuff. Picked up, or got this in the mail. Animal Collective, Centipede Hertz, had big problems getting this in the mail. Took like a month and a half to get here from the UK. Contacted the label. They were going to send another copy. If they have, that'll probably get here in a month and a half time as well. And I'll then have 2 copies of this, and I don't need that, so I wasn't able to cancel it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes British Royal Mail works, sometimes it doesn't. I think when it comes from the London area, which this one came from, it's just insane. But if it comes from other areas, I don't have any problems. I order from boomcat.com, and that's 6 days. So it should be 6 days, because why would it take 37 days to get this record to me? Anyway, I was kind of expecting this to sound like Merriweather Post Pavilion, and it doesn't. It has moments where it does, but overall it's a lot less poppy. It's a lot more mellow, electronic, experimental, and I do like it a lot. But it's just, to me, I just miss that more poppy, experimental sound. I do like it though. It's a pretty good album. Not good enough for me right now to say it will be in my end years list. Um, we'll see. I have to give this more listens. It came with DVD, which has the high quality audio on it and some live footage. I love the live footage though. So I'm gonna give this more chances and then see if I like it more than I do like it now. The last record, we're at 20 minutes, jeez. The last record I'm going to show is a record I pushed forward. I received this a couple of days ago, and I'm going to show it now. I don't want to wait. It's the new InDreama. It's the debut album by InDreama on Derek's label, DVH, in conjunction with Team Love. I received it very fast. Great. The packaging was great. It's the purple vinyl. It's in great condition. No troubles whatsoever. And I only played it like once. I'm gonna give this more listens, but so far this is amazing. This is just what I kind of hoped the Animal Collective would be like. More psychedelic, more out there, a lot less, just more variety in the songs. I love the opening, Arrival to Reunion. It's just a beautiful track, and then they just smash your face in with Saw a Blind Dad. That's like almost punk rock. But overall, with the exception of Loop Upper, which is another up-tempo song, the majority is quite mellow, folky, psychedelic, progressive, and it's just a killer album. It is. It's just so good. I'm not gonna bother showing the insert. I mean, most people show it. This is, I already said, Animal Collective, that this has elements that I wish the Animal Collective record would have. It's sort of psychedelic, popular psychedelic music, or newer psychedelic music that comes in the same vein as Animal Collective. It doesn't sound like Animal Collective, but it wouldn't look bad standing next to Animal Collective's discography. Same goes with Yeasayer, especially the first two records. The more psychedelic, electronic, poppy, dancey stuff. But what came to mind listening to a couple of these songs was the latest Liars album. Liars, not as much psychedelic, but very electronic, and just the dark veil they put over their music. I feel that here as well. It's just this dark edge to this music that makes this for a very interesting listen. I'm so glad Derek is, shipping these records outside of America, because this record would not have been in Dutch stores at all. Probably wouldn't have been I wouldn't probably have been able to order this through Dutch record stores, because it's so limited, and it's just wonderful. So Derek, I wish you all, and Nick, I wish you all the luck and great success with this record, because it deserves it. It's just a killer album, and probably won't be seeing you touring with this record here in Europe. But if you ever release a second album, which I really hope you will, and it gets more, it it gets hyped up a little more by websites like Pitchfork or whatever. If that happens, someone in Holland will probably, put up a tour. I don't know. I really hope so, because this music would go over really well here with a lot of people who are already listening to the more experimental pop sounds of today. So that's it. I'm going to keep it at 25 minutes. Jesus. Like I said, if I would have shown everything, it would have been like 3 times as long. Anyway, take care, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.